Hey guys, this is Govnor here. Today we have a beautiful Alfa Romeo Stelvio Q4. First time had the opportunity to drive one of these. As you can see, they are, well, I think they are a really good looking car. Not many around, not sure why really. I think as a small or medium-sized SUV, I think family SUV, I think it's really good. Had it now for about the last 8-10 hours driving around in it. Really nice, really smooth. This is a Q4 Stelvio. It's the 2.2 diesel. It has a 154 kilowatts of power and 470 newton meters of torque, which when you put your foot down and you've got it in its dynamic setting, which is its sportiest, it gets a move on, and it's quite good at doing it. It's quick, it's responsive, it's easy to drive, it's pretty effortless. It's again, this what's the word I'm looking for? It's this new modern SUV stroke sedan feel car. It's they're just good. There's nothing really on it that you don't really like. It's easy to drive, like I said. The only thing I think may be a bit controversial with some people is the styling, but that's Alfa anyway. If you either like Alfas or you don't like Alfas. I mean, I think the front of the car looks fantastic with a clamshell bonnet here. This mean looking set of headlights on it, this nice traditional Alfa Romeo grille, and obviously you've got this the radar sensors down at the bottom. Most cars, most modern manufacturers have all this either hidden behind the grille or on the grille somewhere around the front of the car, obviously for all of its technology for cruise control and the braking systems and so on that we all take for granted in our new modern cars. Obviously this car, as I said, I've had for the last few hours. It goes really well. The interior we'll have a look at in a little while. It's really nice. It's really simple. It's unfussy, which I also like. This model here is sitting on the 20-inch wheels, which I think look pretty good. I don't think they're too small. I actually don't think they're too big either. I think they work really well with the design of the car. It's got really, as Alfas do, they always look pretty. The side of the car here, the silhouette of the car here is really nice. And at the back, again, backs are always controversial, but I don't think it looks too bad. The light here might be a little bit difficult. It's really sunny today, sorry about that. And also as well, we'll open up the boot while I'm here. I'll just get that here, there we go. The boot's really big. It's 525 litres, and then of course back seats fold down, so you've got massive amounts of space. Got this cover here, travel cover here. I'll just put that up like, if I can do it properly. Yeah, there we go. So as I said, nice big boot, woofer there on the side. Oh, you've got levers here for pulling the seats down, which makes it so much easier when you want to load stuff into the boot of the car. Many thanks for the owner. He knows who he is. No need to go into detail whose car it is. Just very grateful, and thank you very much for the opportunity for borrowing your car. Let's push this down. Of course, all these modern cars now, electronic or electric powered boot. In the driver's dynamic settings. As I said, it's not the most what's the word I'm looking for? It's not the most responsive mode. It is a bit sluggish, but still, once you get going back up to national speed, it's okay. It's fine. As I said, it's just not very responsive low down. Still, if you go into manual mode and just use the gearbox, it picks up fine. but again, it doesn't really want to rev above 3,000, so it doesn't really go very quick, but that's okay. Around town, like I said, it's probably motorway cruising, it's actually really good. Just stick it into A or N, and you'll just cruise, have a nice soft suspension setup, and the car do all the work for you. We'll flick it into N, and we'll see what there you go. I've already felt the difference in the gearbox. It's gone down a gear, and it's a little bit more responsive on the throttle. Again, not overly crazy, but again, really comfortable, easy to work. I come down the gearbox manually on the steering wheel here, and it picks up pretty good. So, and the other thing about this car, the brakes are fantastic. So we'll just poodle along for a bit like this. When we get a bit of open road, we'll put it into dynamic, and we'll see what the real difference is. As I said before, the steering wheel's fantastic. I like the size. It's not too big. All the controls are really well done. I guess that's the Italian thing, but they have their design team for the interior. The steering wheel's really good, probably from their racing days or something like that. Like I said before, with Alfa and Ferrari and Maserati all together in that conglomerate working together, so they'll borrow each other's technology. So the steering wheel's really good, and like I said before, the suspension's great, and the car feels smaller than it looks. So we're going to put into dynamic, which gives us the full 154 kilowatts and a 470 newton meters of torque. So now, when you put your foot down, it goes. Doesn't matter what gear you're in, it just seems to go. So what we'll do here is come out to some windy roads. So just take it easy. That picks up really quick. But again, really smooth gear change. Suspension's a bit firmer, but you know, you probably want that. You feel the road a bit better. Don't get a lot of tyre noise, which is pretty good. But again, it's not massive wheels. You've only got 20s on it. So tyres are not going to be overly large. Where did he come from? That's what I'd be doing normally. Brand new Hayabusa. There you go. Very nice. So as I said, in this dynamic mode, car's a lot more responsive. Can't believe for a diesel how quickly the gear changes and how much more responsive it is to other diesels that I've driven. The gear change is pretty instant. I can't even tell the difference. When you change down, yes, you feel it jump a little bit. There's no massive power input, of course. We've only got 154 kilowatts. But, it's got that 470 newton meters of torque, which will, once going, will really push you along pretty good. Like I said, the only thing that's a bit disappointing, would have been nice for a car of this calibre to have maybe a heads-up display, so when you're driving, you're a bit more focused on the road in front, and obviously for safety reasons, it also makes a big difference in not taking your eyes off the road, especially in windy, bendy roads like this. What else? Like I said, the entertainment systems, it's okay, it's not fantastic, but again, does exactly what you need it to do. Phone connectivity, all your Bluetooth, all your wireless stuff, it all works really good. What we might try and do is turn round and go back the other way. So unfortunately, we have another car in front of us, and on these tight, windy roads, it's a little bit difficult to go quick when there's someone in front of you, because the roads are not big enough really to overtake at this moment in time. But you never know. Hold on. Also as well, the car's got, like all modern cars, running daylights. So there at the front, and it's got bi-xenon lights for normal night driving. So that's really good. Like I said, at the front, it's got all the radar sensors on it, and also lane departure technology. So we'll put the lane departure on in a little bit when we go the other way back onto the normal roads, not these back country roads. And you can hear the noise that it makes, because it's quite entertaining, and it goes from one side of the car to the other side of the car, depending on what side of the road you are on, or should I say what side of the lane that you're on. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here in Victoria, in Melbourne. Sky is blue, few clouds around, and it's around 30 degrees, so can't really complain. Having a nice car to drive. Beautiful summer's day. Let's just go down here a little bit more. I think. Right, so now I'm gonna show you the feature on the lane departure mode. So here we go. So let's just make sure there's not too many cars coming, so we can get closer to the middle of the road, and then I'll do it. Here we go. Oh, this decided not to work. Let's do it again. No, excellent. Technology, fantastic. I just tested it 30 seconds ago, and it works. Right, okay, let's line the car up again. Let's see when it registers the road. Okay. No. Fantastic. Okay, it's registering the outside one. Okay, let's see if we can go over. No. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's turn it back on again. Technology. Here we go. No. Fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's just what we need in these times of... There we go. So it makes that noise, which for sure, if you're driving, will frighten the bejesus out of you, but also maybe wake you up and realise that you're going across the side of the road, which is the most important thing. Let's see if we can get it done on the other side. We can't. Hang on a second. Need to go a bit more across. Because what I noticed is, it's not doing it. It actually does it on both speakers. It works on both sides of the car. So if you're on the right side, it will go in the right speaker, and if you're on the left side of the lane and you're going further over, it goes on the left speaker, which I think is pretty good actually. But anyway, we can't get that to work, so anyway, we'll just turn it off and don't worry about it. Okay guys, so that's my review of the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Q4 diesel 2.4 turbo. Great little car, as I said. For something different, bit quirky, it's fantastic. It does exactly what you need it to do. It's easy to drive, but also you put it in a dynamic mode and it is a bit of fun, and it will handle the back roads and the bends just as good as anything else out there. Thank you for following me on my channel, The Govnor, and keep subscribing and liking. And of course, this might not be the car that's in my top 20 or top 50 bucket list cars, but tell me what your cars are on your bucket list. We'll see if we can get some of them on the channel, and I'm going to keep moving forward up the list to see what cars I can drive on my bucket list. Thanks for following me and watching the video, and subscribe and like. Cheers.